The following program is a Nighthawk Network presentation.
Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get a bag. Get a bag, yeah, I'ma get a bag. Long as I wake up in the morning, I'ma get.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It's your boy E-Buck in the building. We are here doing the show called Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent. Now, of course, you are saying, where's Coach Vincent at? Right. Well, keep in mind, he is available not. He is on assignment for the week. He is taking care of some things. He will definitely tell you about it next week when he comes back. He will be back next week. But in the meanwhile, we decided that we are going to air some clips from some of our favorite guests and shows this week, but also give you guys a golden opportunity, because what we want to do throughout the show is to have all you guys who are in the sports, who have been on the show, who constantly watch the show, check in with us. Let us know what you got going on with your team, with your life, what's going on in terms of your journey through the sports world. We want to hear about it on the show so we can have you check in and talk about it. So what we're going to do is have you guys hit the comment section, hit it hard. Let us know what's going on with your team. Let us know what's going on with you while we watch them. We can that way keep up with and give y'all some love as well. So again, this is the best of version of Straight Sports Talk this week with Coach Vincent. After this quick commercial break, we'll be back with some of the interviews. Remember, chime in the comments. Let us know what y'all got going. All right, we'll be back.
This is the story about an African-American woman who is passionate about professional wrestling and goes to countless events. She then, one day, gets the idea to start a wrestling talk podcast to talk about her favorite wrestlers and wrestling programs. She has a home podcasting room full of wrestling memorabilia that she uses to do the show, and every week you can tune in and join in the conversation.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Straight Sports Talk, best of edition. Your boy hosting, I would say, for this week of the show. We're going to do some clips from the interviews from some of the past shows. In the meanwhile, like I said, if you are one of the great athletes that we have talked to along the way, or you even know one of the great athletes that are all right, we back. Keep in mind, here in Michigan, we having a very bad windstorm going on at the moment. So hopefully it doesn't affect the feed too bad. But that's what happened just now. We apologize. Again, we are doing interviews from previous shows. We're going to start with this one here from the ladies of the New England Rebellion.
What up, everybody? I hope everybody had an awesome day today. Welcome to Straight Sports Talk, man. We have some special guests coming on. We already got them in the waiting room. we have the New England Rebellions. Miss Marlena Dickey, she played offensive guard and DN. And Miss Shayna, I can't pronounce her last name, Argo, something like that. Please forgive me if I said it wrong. Played tight end and linebacker. So come on in, ladies. Let's talk. Let's come on in. Hey, sorry if I chopped your
Oh.
name up.
That's all right.
I got you on some push-ups. So go ahead, tell everybody about yourselves, who y'all play for, what league y'all in, and what made y'all get into playing women's tackle football.
So we both play for the New England Rebellion. We're based out of Townsend, Massachusetts. We play for the AWFL, the American Women's Football League. We actually just over to this league for this season, so it is a new season and a new league for us. We were previously with the Women's Football Alliance. Um, that is our bear. Um, I started about 5 years ago. My mom saw a Facebook post and to me fully well that all in high school was play football and was told I couldn't.
Right.
So she sent it over to me and was like, here's your chance. So I went over to the tryout and kind of fell in love even more. And now it's essentially my whole personality.
Hey, that's good, Miss Shane.
I just started this in my second season, so I'm still pretty new. I had no idea that there was women's leagues around. I knew like years ago there was around us, but I didn't know that it still existed. So I had seen an ad for it. And I was like, oh, like I should do that, but I was so nervous. And then one of my friends was like, hey, I'm going, and I was like, all right, we're gonna go and we're gonna rock this, and I loved it. It's the best group of women, and it's just so fun. I absolutely love everything about our team.
Okay, that's what's up. So y'all was recently in the WFA. What made y'all, transition from there to the AWFL? Because we have the owner and head coach of the Detroit Proud coming up next. So what
So,
made y'all team, switch up and go to the AWFL?
so I'm also on our board of directors for the team. So as a board, we, you know, they were sending out some stuff in the off season, and we were looking at it, and just some of the things that they were pushing forward for was not aligning with what we wanted our team to do and where we wanted our team to grow. So we looked into either staying, moving to the AWFL, or moving to the WNFC. The AWFL just kind of offered more of what we were looking for. And some of our sister teams, like Connecticut Ambush and the Upstate Lady Predators out of New York, were thinking about doing this as well. So collectively, as a group, some of the Northeast teams were like, we're going to stay from the WFA and move over to the AWFL.
Okay. Okay. So you said, your mother gave you an article about football and everything. When you was coming up in high school, what other sport were you playing?
So I got as close to the field as I possibly could without actually playing. I was a cheerleader in high school. So I still got on that sideline, but I was not playing. But it actually came kind of full circle at one point because my cheer captain from high school,
Uh-huh.
I played against her. She played for Maine Mayhem. And so
Okay,
we
yeah,
played
I'm up
against
on them.
each other. So we we got a picture together and posted it up. And we asked our fans, we're like, would you believe us if we told you these two cheered together in high school? And we're full pad suited up. Like it was after the game and everything.
Somebody named Miss Vianka. I can't
Bianca.
Bianca. She hot.
Yeah.
She hot. Hey, shout out to
That
you,
is
Bianca. Welcome aboard. Hey, so what about you?
she
Huh?
plays for the Connecticut Ambush.
Oh, she
Her and
does.
I actually, yes, her and I started actually together.
Okay.
We're teammates at heart for life, but come April 11th, we will not be.
Right. Now, what about you, Miss Shane? Since wasn't high school ball, you couldn't play football. So what drove you to want to do women's tackle football? Now, have in mind, you just said, um, um, you know, women's football is not out there like it should be. So, what drove you to come out and play football?
Honestly, so I didn't even know that it was a thing. And back in high school, I wasn't even looking at football. I was a gymnast, and that is all I looked at. But my son has played football for many years now, and my daughter just started playing for her middle school. She started 2 seasons ago as well, and seeing her out there, I was just like, "This is so cool." And then I found about
I was go- I was gonna ask you that.
Her
Seeing
daughter.
your younger daughter,
yeah,
following in your footsteps. You know what I'm saying? You know how that you seeing your daughter padded up, or she might be playing flag football. I don't know, but how does it make you feel to see your daughter out competing at that level?
honestly, it's one of my favorite things is watching my son and daughter play together. I think it's so cool. They both play tackle football. They both play for their middle school. And I honestly, it's the coolest thing. I am the proudest mom watching them out there.
Wow, that hey,
And I'm the proudest auntie. I go to watch their games too. I love watching her.
that's what's up. So,
We
but
actually featured her daughter on the team page as well. We have this group called Little Rebels, which we
okay,
highlight girls playing tackle football. And she
wow.
was probably my favorite to feature, besides Malia, who's our OG Little Rebel.
Well, congratulations to your daughter playing football, because to me, I think football makes you a better man and woman because of the competition and stuff. So why is it that women don't get the recognition that they should? Because it's some heck of a football players with the on these women's team. So why they don't get the recognition? Why did the fans and people don't come out and really see what women's football is about? And what is it going to take for people to recognize and to see and invest in the women's tackle football?
So I think because for the majority of the time, it's always been a man's sport.
Mhm.
And I mean, that's how I started watching. I'm a diehard Patriots fan. Like, that's what my daddy grew me up on is Patriots football. But it was always the boys, the boys, the boys. That was a boys' sport, a boys' sport. Now it's starting to revolutionize. There are some great teams out there. There are great people. What we need, I think, is more advertising, obviously, and we do that a lot. I think I was at Applebee's earlier, and I think I talked to every single person at the bar. Was like, I play football. You should watch me. you know, but I also think it takes a lot of people like you, just men supporting us doing it.
Yeah.
We're not trying to take it away from them. Okay. Um, so I think more just, and gigs are getting really better about this in like creating deals with brands to advertise us. It's just going to take more. It's one of those things that's going to change and evolve as it changes over the years. And as long as you have people like me, like Shayna, like her daughter, like yourself, keep pushing and to play, it's going to come. It's on that cusp of breaking.
And what about your input on that, Miss Shayna?
I feel the same. I think that we just need the support and really other people pushing us out there and letting people know that women can play tackle football and it's not just I mean it's still going to be male dominated, but we're not trying to take over the NFL. We're just trying to do our own thing and it's still
Right.
just as cool and there is a lot of talent. There's a
It
lot of
is.
talented women out there.
It is. It is. And I me and Big Easy, we always show this little video, but YouTube stopped us for showing it. But it's about Toledo Troopers. And Toledo Troopers, they are the 7-time world champions in women's tackle football from 1969, I want to say, to 1977 or something like that. They paved the way for women's tackle football to where y'all at today. I think they're in the Hall of Fame right now. There they go right there. There they go right there. If you ever take this lady, number 48, she ran for over 8,000 yards. Her name is Linda Jefferson. She has over 300 touchdowns. That's Miss Ira Smith. I played defense. You know, these what paved the way for y'all. So when you
So
see
that's like,
something like this, how that make you feel?
well, that's just kind of like the movie they just came out with it a year and a half ago, the Hurricanes, Hurricanes,
Mhm.
about the Houston team. I'll sit and watch that all day. I want to know everything. I want to know all about it. You know, that stuff makes me sentimental. It makes me want to do more and see how far we've come, because they started it for me. We're now doing it for girls like Shayna's daughter. I
Same
have a
stuff.
5-year-old niece who's already told me she's gonna play. So like we're paving the way.
What about you, Miss Shayna?
Same. I think it's super, like, I'm so excited that we get to be the face of this now and just watch the younger generation grow up and be like, hey, we can play football too. And I think it's becoming more widely accepted for girls to join now in high school, and start in middle school, and then hopefully join up into high school. And hopefully by the time they're further along, they'll be able to continue playing.
Yeah, and it got to be the right people that's investing into women's tackle football and really marketing it the way that they should. You know, because y'all deserve it. Y'all really do. The passion, the dedication. I mean, y'all put it in. I went.
All right. Yeah, that was just a little snippet from that interview we did with the ladies from the New England Rebellion. Shout out to Miss Morena Dickey and Shayna St. Ange, who are preparing for their season. If you guys are curious as to what's going on with them, of course, if you guys see this live or check in later on, feel free in the comments to let us know what you guys got going. But of course, I have been keeping up with their Facebook page, which is the New England Rebellion Women's Football page. You see, it's 1.8K followers. We could do better than that. Y'all make sure y'all go in there and follow the page tonight, okay? See what's going on with those guys. Right now, they have a fundraiser going for St. Patrick's Day. It is called the Lucky Rebel St. Patrick's Day Fundraisers. If you are in that area, the New England area, and are familiar with the rebellion and where they reside, go check that on out. There will be 2 winners of a bunch of scratch-off tickets. And you never know. Sometimes you get those tickets and it's a bunch of duds. Sometimes you might win something that you never thought you would. So please support them. And even if you don't go for the tickets, just go to support them. Support women's football. That's what we're here to promote here. And that's what we're trying to do. And remember, any of the ladies, any of the guys tuning in who have been on the show before, please go ahead and let us know in the comments what y'all got going, how y'all doing. We want to hear from you. This is the check-in / best of show. So we are looking for you guys to check on in with us. Let us know what you got going. Let us know how you're feeling, all that good stuff. Also, the Rebellion have their schedule going here. They are going to be starting to play the games on April 11th against the Connecticut Ambush. They got games with the Upstate Lady Predators, the Reading Reviters, River City Sting, VA Lady Eagles, and the Connecticut Ambush. They're rivals. So please, if you are in that area and you got some time to invest in the Women's Tackle League, please go check it out. I'm sure as the season gets closer, we'll try to get in contact with them and see if they have any type of live feed for those that are not in the area to check out their games as well. So yeah, definitely enjoy that interview and those young ladies. Keep doing what y'all do. Now, we got another interview for you guys. One of our favorite people here that has frequented the show a few times now. This is Coach Michael Vitale, and one of his players, as they talked to us a few months ago in regards to the Detroit Proud and women's tackle football. Check this one out.
Tight end, wherever they need me, I'll go.
So how is it like? You've been around 21 years. You done seen it all. The level of women's tackle football now to back when you started, how is it now?
I mean, like, back when I started, it was like gritty. You know, some of us didn't really know like the game, and so we just had to learn it as we went. And as the women are progressing and more exposed to tackle football. It's been getting better. Some of the girls have been playing on teams like high school, and some have played in college level with men. So they have the abilities to do that. Back when I was coming up, you was either just playing in the backyard with your cousins or brothers, but now they're at a level where you can actually compete with the boys and just be able to put yourself out there at another level than it was available to women now. And then with flag coming, it gets women exposed at a younger age and able to know the game better than coming in just getting thrown in and, hey, go play linebacker. Then they looking like, what's linebacker? But being able to go through flag and being able to play with the boys, they learn the positions a little bit better and know the game than just being thrown out there like, hey, go catch this ball.
No doubt, no doubt. You're right about that. Hey, Coach Vitale, how you doing, sir?
I am fantastic, Vince. How are you? Where's Easy up? Where's he at?
Big Easy. There you
What
Easy.
go.
up,
There you
Coach?
go.
What's happening, man?
What's going on, guys?
Always good to have you
Hey, you
on,
can stay
sir.
on, Big Easy. You can stay on, man.
All right.
Stay on.
Great
Yeah,
to have you guys in my phone on a Friday night.
yeah, no doubt.
Absolutely.
It's a pleasure to have y'all. We just did a show. We had the New England Rebellions.
Yeah, yeah.
They just came over. They come into y'all league now from the WFA,
Uh-huh.
and they look hungry. They look ready to compete. So when you seeing transitions like that,
Hmm.
teams switching leagues and stuff like that, like just coming to y'all league, how that make y'all feel, and what it shows to other leagues, the growth of the AWFL.
Listen, the competition's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and better every year. It's great to have established teams coming over. They've done some things. That whole area of the country has been nothing but fantastic
Yeah,
football.
yeah,
Especially for women's football. Um, but it's another year. It's another time for us to turn the page and get ourselves ready for the 2026 season. I mean, you're talking to Grizz right now. Milena is coming on in a little bit here. Hopefully, she'll be joining us in a few.
okay,
We've brought a whole bunch of veterans back, and Grizz will tell you this team is 180-degree difference than it was last year. We're counting out numbers right now, and our first practice we had 44 there. So the numbers are there. We're building, and we're going to continue to build as strong as we can. We have a brand new coaching staff again. Um, Got myself as the quarterback coach, but Darren Keskis has come on. I told you guys that Tony Blankenship has become a part of our team again.
yeah,
He's a
yeah,
consultant, which is fantastic. He's gonna once he gets done with his off season conditioning, he'll be over a little bit. But we've got a whole bunch of head coaches that are now position coaches. So we've got
wow,
enough. We're looking at 12 to 14 coaches right now. So from 3 last year to 14. What we're doing is we're trying to provide the best coaching, the best teaching we possibly can for the Detroit Prowl for 2026.
wow. So Miss Octavia, like I said, you've been around for 21 years now. The new system that's coming around with the Detroit Proud now from last year, is everybody buying into it?
Yeah, everybody's buying into it. Just seeing the changes, everybody's like on a different level as far as like ready to go. Having minimal coaches last year, a lot of girls had questions, but now we're taking the time to be able to talk to an actual coach without having to stop like everything in practice. So it's just a different level. Everybody's cohesive, and we've only had a couple weeks of practice, and it's just different as far as just having everybody on the same level. And the rookies that are coming in, they're buying into the program, and they can see that uh, there's just it's just a different vibe. It's just excitement, ready to go. Everybody's just ready to hit the ball, and it's just a different pace.
Man, I was supposed to come to one of y'all practices. I think it was last Friday or something. Yeah, last Friday I was supposed to come to y'all practice. Um, so now you got the 2026 season coming up now. Um, you got the team lined up, everybody. So now the conditioning and where's everybody at with the conditioning and everything?
Come on now. Every football coach in America is going to tell you our team needs to be way more conditioned than they are. And that's the same thing here. They're getting there. You got a whole bunch of veterans that are coming in that you're going to want to pace in pretty easily and not force them in really quickly. And then you got rookies that you got to kind of catch up. And not necessarily just get them in shape right now, but get them prepped for the season, and then the pounding they're going to take through the season. That's, everybody, well, we want to get you in shape as quick as possible. No, I mean, you got to make sure that they're ready for the end of the season. You'd like to be playing at the end of July, but you don't need people worn out, broke down, and trying to do something they can't do because they're not physically
Facts.
able to right now. That's an
Facts.
impossibility. You don't want that at all. So we'll get them as close to in shape as possible, and by April 11th we'll have them in game shape, and then by the end of July, we'll have them in championship game shape.
So what is it like when y'all have y'all tryouts? I remember you invited me to one of the tryouts, and I
Yep.
couldn't make it. I think we had a game or something.
Yeah.
Um, what is it like when somebody come to a tryout and they don't cut it? What do y'all do? Because I want to say it right, but I don't want to say it wrong
Just
because
say it.
a lot of tryouts be going on, but yet a lot of teams or say owners, it's about the money. The
Oh,
more people they get in, the more money they can conceive for the team. But then that player, you know, get heartbroken because he or she didn't get a chance to get looked at like they should have.
Vince, I'm going to disagree with you on that point. It's not about just the money, but this is about this league, the AWFL, but specifically the Detroit Prowl. We're not going to turn anyone away, and the reason is not money. It has everything to do with teaching a willing learner football. Now they come, they play, they pay their fee, they get their jerseys and then they practice, and then they'll get on the field as they're trained to as they can. But the
Facts.
fact of the matter is they want to learn football.
Facts.
You don't have 6, 7, 8-year-old girls going to football camps and being taught football. That's what the Detroit Prowl is doing. And I told you the last couple of visits we've had, that's where we're trying to get to with our camps and with our girls' camps is getting these young women and these young girls that are wanting to learn how to play football, that are wanting to learn how to try to learn flag football. Grizz will tell you my quarterback group right now is 9 deep. I have
But
9 quarterbacks.
man,
3
that's
will
unheard of.
listen. 4 will be able to play this year. The rest of them are younger girls and boys that want to learn quarterbacking. That's what we're doing.
That's wow. That's amazing.
The one of the biggest things that we did this year with in adding these coaches is Coach Des Spivey is back. Des played with us in year 1, and she went on to do some other things, and she called about 2 or 3 months ago and asked if we would have a position for her to coach, and I'm like, hell yes, get back here. You got a veteran who's been around for quite a few years, all
Hmm.
star. Get her in so she can listen. She's going to relate to the women far better than I am, and with her experience, much like OG right there, their experience helps our coaching staff.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It connects,
Yeah.
and that's what we're trying to provide. Look,
Yeah.
we'd love to play championship football every week. Don't get me wrong. That's what we'd like to do. But we also have to teach the next generation of women's tackle football players how to play football. Flag is great. Every football coach loves flag. Every tackle football coach loves 7-on-7s. Absolutely. Somebody's got to learn how to tackle.
Got to learn how to
Somebody's got to learn how
tackle.
to block,
That's
and
right.
that's what we're doing. And if you're a 43-year-old woman, 45-year-old, or 50-year-old woman wanting to come out and learn how to play football, bring it.
Hey, you just put
Help us
you just
out.
put
And that, my friends, was Coach Michael Vitale of the Detroit Proud and OG, one of his players. Shout out to the Detroit Proud. They are located obviously here in Detroit area. Right now, they are looking for people. They say come join the 2026 Proud family. They have dates for you to come check things out on Monday, 7 to 8:30 p.m. and Saturdays, 2 to 3:30 p.m. If you are interested, you can reach Coach Vitale. Let me read that off to you guys because I probably cannot see that. Let me see. Maybe I can make that bigger. No, I cannot. Okay. Well, anyway, give me a second. Let me find that picture again. Okay, yeah, if you want to contact Coach Vitale and the Proud, you can reach him at dvitale. Hold on, let me move this here. You can reach him at dvitale at detroitproud.com. Again, that's dvitale, DVITALE at detroitproud.com. Or they have a contact number, which is 313 area code 516-9830. Again, that was 313 area code 516-9830 Detroit Proud. So yeah, if you are in the area and you are interested in women's tackle football, by all means, check it out. As he said, they are not turning down nobody. They want to teach everyone the great art of women's tackle football. So be commended for that, along all the other great things he's doing with the Detroit Proud and just in the women's tackle football arena. Now, keep in mind, the New England Rebellion, who we talked to earlier in the show, they are also in the same league as the Proud. So who knows if they win their respective divisions, they might meet up sometime later on in the year. That would be awesome. So again, shout out to the Detroit Proud women's football team. We got one more interview we're going to play for you guys in a minute. But again, we're going to take a commercial break, something that we normally probably would not do if Coach was here. But when we come back, my friends, we are going to talk to another young lady in the women's football space. Remember, y'all, we want you guys to check in to the show. So if you're watching the show right now and you are one of the guests that we've had on the show or one of our peoples that watch the show all the time, check in, let us know what's going on. I'm telling you, here in Detroit, it is very windy. You can even see my camera shaking because the house is literally shaking. It is very windy here right now. Anyway, we'll be back after these words.
A new podcast is hitting the YouTube and Facebook streets called Speaking Freely with Miss Gigo. If you have listened to the audio version, you are going to like this one. Come join Miss Gigo every Sunday at 10 p.m. where she will be discussing different topics you can give your opinion on. This is your chance to be part of the conversation and share what's really on your mind. Speaking Freely with Miss Gigo, where your voice matters.
From the heart of Detroit, a new sound takes flight. Hawk World Radio, powered by AI, made for your vibe. Local energy, global reach. Hawk World Radio Detroit, where the future of sound.
And we are back. This is Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent. Coach Vincent is out this week. I am your co-host / guest host, E-Buck, taking over for Coach V. as he does what he needs to do. He will be back next week to explain to you everything he had going on this week, and of course to do the regular show. So fear not, this is a one-off. Okay, we good. Anyway, you see, things are a little different. We are on a new platform, which was our old platform, StreamYard. Right now, I'm having some computer issues that's making it unable for me to generate background. So that's why we just got the good old household background going. But it's all good. Again, if you are watching the show right now and you are one of the athletes that we talk to or one of the athletes that frequent the show, please check in with us and let us know what you got going. Are y'all in practice mode? Are you in season mode? Are you getting ready for the season? Are you not playing the season? Let us know everything you got going on. We appreciate that because this is a check-in / interview best of show. We got another interview for you one more again. This is from a show that we did back in October. Check it on out.
For the Cincinnati Cougars. This is the Cincinnati Cougars' third year. First year they went 3-3. Their second year, 2024, they won the Division III National Championship. They beat the New Mexico Bandits. So coming up is Miss Jackie, the Cincinnati Cougars. What up? What up? Well, look, she got that hammer out. What's up, Miss Jackie?
Yeah, Cougars. Appreciate
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Listen, it's an honor and pleasure to have you on Straight Sports Talk. This platform is here for women's tackle football, so people can know more about you, your team, the leagues, because there's plenty of leagues. You got the WNFC, you got the AWFL. It might be some more. I don't know. I'm trying, but these are the three main leagues.
Right.
So tell everybody about yourself. Tell everybody about the team. What's your function with the team as well?
Sure. My name's Jackie Leonard. I'm number 99. I play offensive line and I play defensive line. Mainly offensive line, but fill in when I need to. This will be my 6th year playing. So I played on a number of different teams. I started out back in 2016 with the Jacksonville Dixie Blues.
Okay.
Played for a year for them. And then I moved up to Cincinnati. Kind of got my feet on under me and all that kind of stuff. Waited for a little bit, and then I started playing back in 2021, I believe, with the Cincinnati Sizzle. And then I played for a year for them, left, and then went to Columbus. Played 2 years in Columbus. Good time up there. Left, and then I had to come back home to Cincinnati. Now with the Cougars. Last year I did coach. I was an assistant O-line coach, or assistant line coach really, for the Cougars, dealing with some injuries and kind of recovery and all that kind of stuff. Wanted to stay in football, so decided to do that. And now I'm back on the field.
That's what's up. So before I get off into your playing, the Cincinnati Cougars, they've been around a few years now. I think their inaugural season started in 2022 or 23, somewhere around in there.
Yep.
And they just as that second year they won their Division III National Championship against the New Mexico Bandits. Now that the team is functioning, moving up to the pro level now,
Yeah.
That's a more harder level with the DC Divas, St. Louis Slams, and stuff like that. So how y'all feel about stepping up to the next level now?
Yeah, I mean, we know it's going to be challenging, right? We know that the competition is going to be a little bit harder, but we're up for the challenge. We're ready. We're putting in the work. We just started mini camp last week, and we had a week. So far, we're closing out our week on Saturday, tomorrow. But like so far, just impressed with the athleticism on this team. We're going to continue to build. We're just getting started, so we're ready for the challenge. We see what's up ahead, and we're preparing ourselves for it. We're not going in blind.
That's what's up. So from last year, I think y'all went. This past season, I think y'all went 3-3. I think.
This past season we went 5-1. We lost to
Okay, so
we
I'm
lost to,
thinking about the last past season.
yeah,
Okay,
we lost to Pittsburgh
yeah,
in the
right,
regular season, and then we lost to Baltimore.
right.
Uh,
Now this year
ultimately,
y'all lost to Baltimore Lightning.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So with that this past season, what is y'all take from this last season to take on next season, 2026? And now y'all had tryouts, y'all done signed new players and stuff. So
Mhm.
what are y'all expecting for 2026?
Yeah. Ultimately, to stay hungry, right? I mean, there were some times where we felt like we gotten a little bit comfortable and kind of a little bit cocky, a little bit, feeling, that gap between competition a little bit, because it was such a deficit in the points and all that kind of stuff. So
Right,
we kind of got a little bit comfortable, and we realized that we can't do that, right? We gotta stay humble. Gotta continue to come to practice, and fight through the entire season. Really, not just in the beginning, but through the entire season. So I think we have our heads on straight this season. I think we're hungry. We're ready. We're ready to get back on that field and kind of prove that we're supposed to be at the pro level.
no doubt. Because this next division y'all in, Division One,
Yep.
the competition is at a high level. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
from Division Two, Division Three, all of them is WFA is very competition there on
Mhm.
all levels. So when you started coaching, you talked about your injuries you had. How was it transitioning from a player to the coach now?
Good coach, right? I
The
mean,
players had to listen that you played with.
right, right. Very different. I mean, I've had some experience, kind of doing the same thing when I went from being on the drum line into an instructor on the drum line. I did that back when I was graduating high school, so I had a little bit of experience doing that. I kind of knew that there were certain lines that had to be drawn, all that kind of stuff. But I still wanted to, remain, neutral, kind of to the players, because they wanted someone to kind of bridge the gap between a coach and a player. And so
Right,
that was really my main thing, is to kind of bridge the gap between a coach and a player. But also still try and remain on the coach side, because at the end of the day, on the sideline, we had to tell people when they're going in and out and all that kind
right.
of stuff. So it was challenging, to say the
I
least. It was very challenging. I had some words thrown at me a couple times, and I just
know.
had to take it on the chin. But no, I appreciate all the challenges. It just continues to evolve me as a coach. It continues to evolve me as a player, and really just as a person.
That's what I was gonna get to right there. Do you feel is that now you was coaching, now you back playing, it has made you a better and more wiser and player now?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely. I sat under one of the best, Coach Frisch, and he's our O line coach. He does a lot more than O line, but he's our O line coach, and I learned a lot from him, and I'm continuing to learn a lot from him. So being able to have that to be able to look up to is really really awesome.
no doubt, no doubt. So now with the 2026 team, you got the new recruits coming in.
Oh yeah.
You got probably a new couple of new coaches done added to the team and everything. So how is the mindset of everyone and feeding off y'all past culture?
Mhm.
So how is that coming along?
All right, man, our head coach, Coach Travis,
Shout
he
out to
he's
Coach
he,
Travis.
he's awesome, man. He came in swinging. He had a vision, and he's really seeing it through, and I love that. So he's been installing. We've been starting some install Wednesday, and you can just feel the atmosphere. Everybody's super excited to be there. You know, we're running at the end and hype and running, like who's hype just running around.
Right.
you know
Right.
yeah, but no, that's the kind of environment that we have on our team. We're excited to continue to get better, even though it might wear us out. You know,
Right.
we know that we got to continue to improve before the season gets there, and we're excited to do that. So shout out to him for instilling that in us. Shout out to other coaches too. I mean, he's went and hired a ton of coaches this off season, and being able to, you know, kind of have those coaches individual attention to certain position groups is phenomenal. It really takes us to that next level for sure.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, me being a coach, having the right staff behind you and with you, players feeds off the coaches, and when you have coaches that blend in with the players and players blend, you can't do nothing but win.
Right.
Can't do. The chemistry is right there from all the way from the top to down to the water boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So by you playing women's tackle football, and it's not, you know, it's big, but it's not as open and big as it should be, because it's a lot of great. We have a question. If you have any question, okay. It is not as big as it should be, because you have a lot, like yourself, have a lot of great athletes. If you see a young lady, she come up to you and she said, actually, if you play tackle football, and that she want to play, what advice do you have for her?
Oh, just come out, try it. Why not, right? What do you have to lose? Just come out and try. I do a lot of recruiting, a ton of recruiting, honestly. I mean, I recruit anywhere and everywhere. Costco, I recruit everywhere. So if I see you walking down the street and I think that you look like a football player, doesn't matter if you're a wide receiver, if you're an O lineman, whatever, I'm gonna let you know, hey, we have an opportunity for you. And it's to do with women's tackle football. You ever thought about doing that? And if they say yeah, maybe, then it's like, all right, oh, come on, let's go. Come on in. And usually once they get out to the practice and they feel that environment, then they're ready to continue to go. They're ready to continue to put forth the effort to get there, because they can, you know, they feed into it, they feel it, so they want to be a part of it.
Right, no doubt. So you originally from Ohio, am I correct?
No, I'm really from Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh,
So,
shout out to Duval.
Duval, go
Right,
Jags, baby.
yeah. I used to live in Jacksonville. But
Okay.
where you at now? In Ohio.
Yeah.
Me and my producer, we did a segment, and it was dedicated.
All right, guys. So that was the interview with Miss Jackie Leonard, the offensive defensive lineman for the Cincinnati Cougars. You can definitely follow them on the Facebook page, on Facebook at the Cincinnati Cougars. They also are getting ready for the season over there. They have the schedule out. Let me go ahead and download that right quick for you guys so we can check it out together. Definitely had some great people on the show. Yep, this is Cincinnati Cougars schedule. As you see, they play Columbus April 25th. They are playing the Slam May 9th, Music City on May 16th, Pittsburgh May 23rd, DC May 30th, and at Pittsburgh on June 13th. And they are out of the Women's Football Association League, the Cincinnati Cougars. So shout out to them and to Miss Leonard. Also want to shout out our other guests we had on this evening from the New England Rebellion. I always get that wrong. Marina Dickey and Miss Shayna St. Ange. And then also from the Detroit Proud, Coach Mike Vitale and OG, who is now a coach for that squad as well. And of course, also shout out Coach V, of course, who is out on assignment, but he will be back next week to do the show. Now, I was going to do one more interview, but I think I'm going to call the show short because, as I said, we are having a win scenario here in Detroit, and the power had already flickered on me a couple times already. And I'm concerned that if I keep on, it's going to happen in the middle of the show, and I don't want that. But anyway, before I go, I will let you know what we got going on there. As you see, we're changing up stuff. So give us a couple weeks to kind of get everything fine-tuned back to how we like it. over here with all the captions and the backgrounds and all that good stuff. But we will slowly but surely get it back together for y'all so we can have some nice, competent shows going. Shout out to all of you who follow the show. As always, we appreciate you, all the various teams and whatnot. If you know of an athlete who would like to be on the show and be highlighted by Coach Vincent, please contact Coach Vincent on either his Facebook page through the messenger. You can reach him on Coach Vincent Fortner Bay on Instagram, and also Coach Vincent Fortner Bay on the YouTube channel. You can get in touch with him that way as well. He will definitely get back in touch with you. If you have been a player who has been on the show and would like to be on the show again, you can reach out and we can talk to you, particularly if you're getting right into the season. We definitely like to talk to you right as the season starts. We also would like to talk to your teammates as well. So if your teammates have not been on the show before and they would like to be on the show and be highlighted and spotlighted and given their flowers, by all means, reach out to Coach Vincent and let's see what we can do to make that happen. Remember, we're not only highlighting football. We've had basketball players and baseball players on the show as well. So we would definitely like to talk to those athletes. Softball, also welcome. Volleyball as well. So if you know any of those athletes and they would like to be highlighted on the show, please reach out to Coach Vincent. Would appreciate it. We're going to actually end the show with a little project I've been working on. As you know, I'm also working in the music space in terms of my radio station. Again, let's play that.
In the heart of Detroit, a new sound takes flight. Hawk World Radio, powered by AI, made for your vibe. Local energy, global reach. Hawk World Radio Detroit, where the future of sound.
Now, you can actually find Hawk World Radio if you're currently tuning in on my Facebook page. If you go to my Facebook page, there is a pin of the station, which is Hawk World Radio. You click on that and it will take you straight to the station with my all AI music channel. Also, we are in the process of getting back our standard channel like we had on Live 365. It's going to be reimagining all of that, more music from the 80s and 90s, more up-tempo music, and also some AI music as well. And, you know, commercials, all that good stuff. So give us about another 30 to 45 days to work that out, and we should be back with that and the link for that. We're currently trying to work on a link that will give us the ability to have an app store for you guys. So y'all can go to the app store and download the app, and then that way you can go straight to the stations that way. We are working that out slowly but surely. But in the meanwhile, I've also been creating music videos. So I would like to end the show with one of my projects here. Let me download it to the station right quick, and then we can all check it out together. Again, we appreciate all the people that we highlighted this evening on the show. And we also appreciate you guys for tuning into the show this evening. We very much appreciate it. Like I said, Coach Vincent will be back next week with Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent and its normal time with its normal format. Safe travels to you, Coach. Safe travels to you all. If you are in the Detroit area, please be careful. It is very, very windy out there. It sounds real scary. And heck, it don't even seem to matter how big your car is. That wind will kind of push it around a little bit. And especially look out for the garbage cans for those people that like to keep their garbage cans in the front yard. Y'all might want to check to see where them boys is. Man was on the side of the house, and now it's at the side of the house. So that's just how windy it is out there. So please take caution. And if you are in the northeastern area, that weather that we having right now, it is headed your way. The only difference is we just getting wind. Y'all supposed to get some of this wind and some snow and stuff. So tomorrow, be careful, okay? That being said, having a little trouble with the download at the moment. Again, that was part of my concern because of this wind and whatnot. It's kind of affecting the feed. We're going to try to give it another minute. If not, I got another little something we could work with instead. But again, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to Straight Sports Talk with Coach Vincent. We appreciate y'all. We love you. And yeah, I think that's going to be an issue. So we're going to go to this. This is one of the AI created videos that I made for one of my songs. This is from my artist, Flowana. Her album is still in the works, and we should have it to you sometime next 7 to 10 days. We'll let you know how you can find that and whatnot when the time comes. But at any rate, this is her video for Why Did You Cheat Yourself for My Love. We will check that out and call it a night, all right?
You walked in sharp, then faded slow. Left your coat, took your shadow. Said you needed some room to feel new, but you forgot who held you. When the world bruised you blue, why did you cheat yourself for my love? You had a home in these arms, couldn't you see? No one loved you stronger. With me, love was for real, not a dream. The grass may be greener on the other side, but harder to chew than it seems. You were the best you when you were here with me, right here with me. You chased sparks, I kept you warm. You chased storms, I calmed the storm. You traded gold for a neon view, but do they know your middle name, or how your coffee needs to? Why did you cheat yourself for my love? You had a home in these arms, couldn't you see? No one loved you stronger. With me, love was for real, not a dream. The grass may be greener on the other side, but harder to chew than it seems. You were the best you when you were here with me, right here with me. Maybe one night when the laughter thins, you'll hear my voice in a glass that spins. Oh yeah. You'll taste that truth you tried to undo. The sweetest thing you ever had was the hardest to lose, and it was you. Why did you cheat yourself for my love? You had a home in these arms, couldn't you see? No one loved you stronger. With me, love was for real, not a dream. The grass may be greener on the other side, but harder to chew than it seems. You were the best you when you were here with me. Best you when you were here with me.
All right, that was my video for Plawana. Why Did You Cheat Yourself for My Love? Shout out to Mr. Donovan Sanchez tuning into the show. Yes, the show is live, sir, but also recorded, as we have done some best of clips from previous shows. Since we got Coach on hiatus for this week, he will be back next week doing his show, doing it live, doing it as he does. So until next week, y'all, we about to head on out here. We will catch you on Flip. And if Coach was here, you know what he would tell you at this time. As always, go blue.